Steve Iverson, Richard Watson. 350 bull taco. Just might get round for a 1 or 2. Ronnie Suttle there, having a day off. Ken Say and Dick on it. Get through here. Slowly but surely. Back at the start. The rider's still lining up to set off in the order. Donald has a wisecrack. Andrew Naden with sporting goggles, and Chris Dale. Charlie's Angels. Going to the starter. That's all they were doing as well. Here we are at the condenser. Old Quarry Workings. First section in the condenser group. Richard Egg, Richard Mason from Sedbergh. Get through okay. Dick Rampley from Southampton. Get through okay. Norman Iverson, Richard Kirkbride have a spot of bother. Have to get the spectators to give him a helping hand out with the outfit. I think Norman had problems with the outfit all weekend. Kept stopping and starting. George Greenland from Southampton. Regular visitor is George for the 2-day. Mike and Cynthia ride. Get through this, no problems. Mick Rapley, Mannix Devlin. Reporters for the Trials and Motocross News. I think this is Mick's 3rd attempt at the 2-day. The very first trial he rode in was the Yorkshire 2-day 3 years ago. Finished 3rd in the British Championship this year. And that could be a Yorkshire 5, Mick. Mike Ride and Cynthia have a bit of bother there. Moving on to the next section. Number 42. Sorry, number 62. Husband and wife team from the Isle of Man. The first time they'd paid the Yorkshire 2-day trial a visit, but they thoroughly enjoyed it. So they said. Ray Baxter from the Isle of Man. 349 Montesa. Let's do this. Okay. Next section, Davy McBride, John McRae from Ireland. Davy was a top solo rider before he turned to 3 wheels. Andrew Naden pulling wheelies. Still manages to get through here okay with Chris Dale in the chair. Nick Wilkinson, Kevin Lockwood get through here no problems. Sunshine still with us. Little twisty section this. I think Mick Wilkinson's found a new line here. Sneaky out between the flags. The sections had to be tight because the ground was that dry, and just had a job to find sections really. Alan Fothergill from Gisborough. I believe he bought the outfit especially for the trial. This must be a hard section. Big queue. Ken Say and Dick on it. Maybe a lot of power up here, but they still don't manage to get out.
definitely.
Wisecrack from Donald. Pete Simpson, Mike Pollitt arriving at the section. This is the first section in Preston Quarry. Another tricky little section. One or two riders a bit reluctant to go and have a do at it, I think, yet. Number 48, Mark Binson, John Swindlehurst. Don't have very much success. I don't think anybody had much success at this one. The next section, moving on to the next section. Shirley Climb. Brian Chambers and his brother come to a sudden stop. Ron Suttle there observing. Brian Gulliver and his wife. 325 Suzuki. Get through it, okay. Walter Bullock and Brian Pierce. Walter does a quick reverse. What happened there, Brian? Mike and Cynthia Ride get through. Quick prod. Got through there okay for a 1. Mick Rapley shows how it should be done. Mike's there holding the chair wheel down. Good ride that. Malcolm Ellis and Frank Griffiths, last year's winners. Took a flag stick there, Malcolm. I don't know whether the observer was watching or what. Here we are coming up the bottom half of the quarry. The tunnel goes under the road onto the next section. And the observer at this section is very keen. If you sneeze, it's a 5. Pete Simpson, Mike Pollitt. Get through there okay, Pete? Bruce Melvin and Chris Lamb have problems here. Bunch of 5, Jack. Norman Iverson, Richard Kirkbride. It's up there okay. Stephen Iverson and Richard Watson set off down the road back to the lunch check. The riders exchange punch cards at the lunch check. Redmire Quarry. First sections after the lunch check. The rider seems to get that section okay. Blessed with glorious sunshine yet again. Norman has a bit of problems here again with the bike, I think. Or could it be with a passenger? Could have been the passenger's turn that time. Walter and Brian shoot out of the top. Steve Richardson must be on training for the Scott Trial, running up and down that hill. Steve Morris and Mark Jenkins, Suzuki. Nice and quietly around the corner. These lads were from Ireland. Just. Another 2 foot and it would have been back down the hill. Here we have racer and Ron Walker on the 500 Triumph. Ray out for the social side. Just couldn't quite get it round the corner. There's the riders handing in the first punch cards. Each punch card goes up to 20 sections, then they change over and get a new punch card. Clerk of the course there and his officials. Results manager there, Dave Allison, does a good job working out the results and what have you. I don't know whether they've lost half a p or they're digging for gold here, but there's a lot of people about. This section, very tricky section. Smile, Mick. You won't be smiling in a minute. Because this section isn't made for a little fella with short legs. And you happen to be one of them fellas. Cool, what happened there, Mannix? All these lads are a bit reluctant to have a do at this. Eventually it's clean though. Norman Iverson, Richard Kirkbride try new tactics. Two in the sidecar, nobody on the bike. Five there for Norman. Walter Bullock and Brian Pearce. Walter sticks to the old style. Sat on the bike. That even doesn't pay off. Malcolm Ellis, Frank Griffiths. Here, Malcolm afraid. And Badger throttle. Phil Murray, Keith Cubban, first clean here. Good ride that. Applause from the crowd for that ride. Jim Riley and Steve Kirk. Get through with this okay. Change your tactics, Jim. You pleased with that? With Will Jim. Bruce Rushton, Terry Lovett. This looks good and is good. For my money, this is the best ride on this section. Over to the lead mines. Colin Cass and brother from Gisborough. Colin's the secretary of the Emberaca Motor Club. Come for the weekend out with his brother in the sidecar. Jeff Gadsby, Mick Gaunt, 310 CCM. Jeff ended up lying third on the night after the first day. Here we are, last sections of the day. Mick Wilkinson and Kevin Lockwood. Tricky little rock section. Not for Wilk though, he's a bit of a rock artist, among other things. And here we have Bruce Melville and Chris Lamb. Bruce dropped 15 marks on the first day and putting 1 mark behind Bruce Rushton and Terry Lovett. Terry Lovett and Bruce were on 14. Bruce Rushton was on 15. And Jeff Gadsby on 24. Gets through there okay, Bruce. George Greenland attempting the last section. Had a good ride that day. George only lost 32. British Enduro Sidecar champion this year was George. Rides a big 850 Norton. Here we have the girls sunning themselves. Or recovering from the night before, I don't know which. I believe they're going to get woken up in a minute. It's that Stewart Winterburn. 10 AM the morning after the night before. Everybody looking a bit brown-eyed and bushy-tailed. The riders set off on the Sunday morning in reverse order. Now, here we have Robin Luscombe and Simon Kershaw setting off for the second day. And now we will take you over to Murray Walker. Rushton, what's your tactics today, Bruce?
I don't know, we'll just have to see how things go. Hope we can keep going steady, that's my main job, isn't it? Yeah. It's another trial today, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll have to just do what we can.
Best of luck, Bruce.
Thanks very much.
Section 1, Wensley Gill, Phil Murray, Keith Cubban. Get through here okay for a 1. Chris Fawcett there observing, doing a good job there. Section 2, Parkgate Farm, West Whitton, known as Steve Ivison's. Bruce Melville and Chris Lamb do this in fine style. It was a bit showery on the Sunday and one or two of the sections became very greasy. All the riders have got the wet gear on today expecting rain. Pete Simpson, Mike Pollitt. Get through here with a steady sort of a ride. Nice and quietly, Pete. Quick dab there. Get through for a 3 anyway, Pete. 3s are better than 5s. Coverhead Bridge here. Pretty tricky section this, under the bridge. Robin Luscombe and Simon Kershaw. Get through here for a quick dab. It's a quick dab or a 5 this ride here. Quick, quick. Don't know whether Ron Winterburn's looking for rain or picking paper up with that umbrella. Walter Bullock and Brian Pearce. Walter gets through here for a 1. Quietly under the bridge. Left hand down, straight up onto the top. Quick prod at the outside there. Bruce Rushton. Very dodgy beginning here, Bruce. I know one observer would have given you a 5 for that. Does the end bit well though. I think he would get a clean for that. And here we have Rappers there shaking his head. Like one-handed there, look at that, no problem. We now give it observer again, Rapley. Section 3 at Coverhead. Here's Ray, Sain, Ron Walker on the big Triumph. Put up a good show here for a big machine like that. Very hard section was this. Just quite didn't make it going out. Good try though with that machine. Mike and Cynthia ride here. Get through here okay, have a quick 1 at the end. Go on, Mike, get that dab in. Ron doesn't think much of it. Malcolm Ellis and Frank Griffiths, second last year. Well, a big 5 here, Malcolm, I'm afraid. Ah, that's enough. Bruce Rushton. Terry Lovett. Bruce has a quick dab here. Go on, Bruce, get that foot going quick. First section in Bradley Woods. Very greasy section this. One or two of the lads make it look nearly impossible. Pete Simpson, Mike Poley come to a standstill. Two lads here come to a standstill. A bit slow on the going in, I think, there. Bruce Melville and Chris Lamb show how it should be done. Quick squirt over the bank and burn it up the mud. Good ride that. No problems. George Greenland gets through here okay after a lot of revving and pushing. Go on, George, burn it. I think George is sowing trees over here. Might get a 3 for that, George, just depends who's observing. And here we are at the local hostelry, lunch check. 9 peas and a pint of ale if you want them. All the locals turn out for the Sunday to the pub and watch the trial. Very popular event up the Dales. Dick there going for refreshment. Jeff Gadsby and Mick Gaunt set off on the final run in, final 20 sections, back over Scrafton Moor. Followed by Bruce Rushton, Terry Lovett. About a 7-mile trek over the moors. About 10 sections over Scrafton Moor. Colin Bilney and Son. Here we are at the last sections on Scrafton Moor, called Moor Gate. Up a rocky beck. Malcolm Ellis and Frank Griffiths up the rocky stream, no problem. Observed by Barry Walton and wife. This lad's doing a lot of legging, but I think he manages to get through okay. D. Fox and Alan Scott, no problems. Hill climb. Now this hill climb doesn't look very steep, but believe me, it is steep. Malcolm Ellis. Trickles out of the top. Bruce follows. Alan Farnsworth on a 450 Honda. Gets out at the top, no problems. Mick Rapley and Mannix Devlin. Okay. Then all of a sudden, things seem to alter. Robin Luscombe and Simon Kershaw bite the dust. Two more there pushing it out. Chambers Brothers from Bradford are coming down in reverse. These lads are taking up skiing. Coverdale brothers. Bill and Cass sure us get up on the Fantic, no problems. Section 40, last section of the trial. Wensley Gill. Mike and Cynthia ride. Get through here okay. Derek there, get punching the cards. Derek Pickard. Alan Farnsworth. Alan Gill. On the under again. Get through okay for a dab. Bruce Rushton and Terry Lovett come to the last section. Bruce and Terry had just an average sort of a ride on the second day. They went to pieces a little bit. Could be in with something to do with the beer they had the night before. Bruce and Terry finished fourth. Lost the top. Mick Rapley and Manning's Devlin. They only had a mediocre ride on the second day. Mick doesn't look very ably fit there. Get through there for a 1. And here we have the runners up. Malcolm Ellis and Frank Griffiths. Lost a total of 81 marks over the 2 days. Get through here okay. And this is the man, Bruce Melville and Chris Lamb. Get through here, no problems, and lost a total of 62 marks for the 2 days. And now a welcome rest for the riders after a tough second day. It will be a weekend to remember for one of the best Joel Simpsons. And now to sum it up, a final word from Bruce and Chris.
Okay lads, you've won the trial, what's your feelings now?
Oh super, it's been a really good do, really enjoyed it. Worked very hard for it though and very pleased about it.
You'll be back again next year?
Yes, every time.
Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.